Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. 4-0 brothers on the screen. Of course, Inter win 4-0. Arsenal win 4-0. Arsenal rattle a lot of people with their set pieces. We will speak about Declan Rice. We have to speak about these absolute gems of deliveries of Declan Rice. Listen, clean sheets are on the board. If your team is having 3 clean sheets in a row, that is me. That is Arsenal. A lot of people are telling Arsenal are favorites now. Hit that like button. What is this? It's just big sound in my ears. Someone did something. Hit that like button, people. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to hit that like button before you go on and enjoy the show. This website is very good. If you ask about the website, it is actually very, very good, right? Depending on where you are, just put the QR code and scan and just go to Eco Jersey. It's very, very good. I guarantee the absolute quality of these shirts. Actually, the vintage ones are good as well. The training ones are very, very good. What a defensive manager. Mike, what's he saying? What a defensive manager. Mikel Arteta, absolute defensive manager right there. Winning 4-1 against the wall, against Atlético Madrid. People are going to come and say 4-0.
4-0, man. We don't concede.
4-0. Hit the post.
We don't give up goals for like that, man. You can't even throw him.
They kind of hit the post, so I saw that. It went under the radar, but fine. Like Julian Alvarez.
Oh, really Alvarez, man.
Julian Alvarez is on. And by the way, Gyokeres scored goals. 2 goals. Victor Gyokeres. Absolutely.
Come on.
Victor Gyokeres. Jammy goals, but just goals. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? It's just a net. Tap had in Victor Gyokeres. Absolutely. 5 goals this season for Arsenal. The drought is over. Declan Rice. You're in the group already. People are talking about Declan Rice and the performance and all this stuff. All it takes is just a couple of corners, and yeah, he's absolutely fantastic.
It wasn't actually a corner; it was like a free kick. But I hear it.
The second one, I actually think the delivery of the second one is not only good, it's fucking. You know what is so? You know, in the first one, I'm just gonna tell you honestly. In the first one, you can put it in that area. In the first one, you can just put it in the area and hope Gabriel gets it, right? Which is amazing delivery. Putting the corner on the money exactly at the far post, knowing what is happening, is much harder. And I'm going to repeat again, for people that are rattled about the delivery for Arsenal, by the way, we are actually, I think we are ahead of Arsenal in the number of set pieces we scored. Inter, by the way, this season.
I need to play you guys, man.
People don't understand how hard it is to actually deliver set pieces on the money. If it was that easy, your team would have done it. Your team, everyone's team would have done it. If it's that easy, everyone would have scored set pieces. But listen, all I have to say is I'm a happy man today. My team won 4-0. My 19 years old striker scored. Lautaro Martinez
your team
scored.
won 4-0, man, because you're an Arsenal fan.
I'm an Arsenal fan, yeah. You can just say that. I'm an Arsenal fan. Yes. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
I'm feeling disrespectful, man, I'll be honest.
Why are you disrespectful? Why?
And I just wish there was some opposite fans on here so I could get real disrespectful, man, because I'm feeling disrespectful. I'll be honest.
Why are you feeling disrespectful?
I'm feeling disrespectful. That's how I'm feeling.
They're all hiding.
All this winning is making me feel disrespectful. And I wanted someone else on here who I could disrespect, but I'm just seeing too many friendly faces, if I'm honest. Like, I'm a bit unhappy about it, man. I'm seeing Arsenal shirts, Arsenal badges everywhere. Like, I came here for disrespect, bro. I'm feeling disrespectful, bro.
I'm gonna invite Yasser, who was speaking in the group chat.
Okay.
Let me send the link to Yasser.
Because like, if I'm honest, like, I got a lot to say to some people, man. Ideally, like, I get a Liverpool fan in it because I got a lot to say, to ask them. Not even tell them. I got a lot to ask. I just want to know, what is Isak a better signing than Gyokeres? 3 times.
Yeah, I saw so many hate-alongs going along, man. So those guys are probably pretty tired by now. They're all like going to bed. And...
Yeah, stop. It's a hate watch, unsuccessful. Very unsuccessful hate watches.
Always.
It's a good day, man. It's a good day. Hassam, don't come outside, bro. Don't come outside. Stay indoors. It's not safe out here. And I'm telling you now, when we win one of these big trophies, all right. You know what's mad? I don't want to win, you know. I don't want to win. I don't want to be the person that's going to turn me into. I don't want to be that person.
Okay.
I really don't. People need to hide. Obnoxious. Yeah, obnoxious. Obnoxious.
You know, that's what that's what makes people a little bit annoyed about Arsenal fans, is that you get ahead of yourself.
No. I don't want to hear that.
You get ahead of yourself.
We don't care about the other fans, man. We don't care. We only care about ourselves.
I don't want to hear that.
I'm caring about.
So are you favorites?
You know what I'm
guys? Before we go on, guys, big up everyone that joined us on the Football Terrace. Hit the like button, people, on your way in. Guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're really on the way to 45,000 subs. Support the channel. Dylan, by the way, Man City fan, will be joining us as well momentarily. Absolutely. He's going to be joining us momentarily. Yasser, Chelsea fan, who spoke about Rice in the group chat, is going to be joining us, actually. Smash the likes, people, and subscribe to the channel. So, are you guys favorites for the Champions League? No.
Bro, we're favorites for everything. We're going to win everything. We're going to win the World Cup, bro. We're going to win the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna,
I actually want to discuss something for real. Forget the banter and everything. I'm going to discuss this of defensive manager thing. Where, like, I was watching the Inter and I had Arsenal and City on both screens, right? And every time I'm looking at Arsenal, Eze's pressing, Lewis Kelly's pressing, Saka's pressing, Timber's pressing. And I'm like, okay, so why so Gyokeres is a striker, right? But I'm seeing Timber pressing all the way. I'm seeing Lewis Kelly. I'm seeing Zubamendi pressing. And I'm like, okay, but then people come on panels and say, because Arsenal don't concede shots on target, you are defensive. Okay, but they're fucking playing Atlético Madrid and they're pressing them from minute one. But
we can play in many ways. We can play
it happened again. It happened against City. It happened against Liverpool. But people don't want to see this, to be honest. You don't want to see it. I think
It's copium, bro. You can't.
It's not copium. It's not copium.
It is because people can't let us be good.
Can I tell you that?
Yeah,
Habibi, it's not about this. It's about like similar to Antonio Conte. People say Antonio Conte is defensive. Okay, but Antonio Conte's stats say that he always have the ball at his team against smaller oppositions. And Arteta, because his team doesn't concede a lot of goals and chances, people label him as defensive. But that's not true.
I think that's misdiagnosis.
That's lazy. That's
lazy.
It's
lazy. So I think people
generally
control defensive, and I think because realistically, the only person the only manager that I can remember off the top of my head that is obsessed with control that doesn't get called defensive is Pep. Because he had a bunch of midgets running around in Barcelona. He's also obsessed with control. So like, and the issue is with Arteta and Arsenal. When the whole world hates something, they're not going to turn around and say,
but what, the whole world doesn't hate Arsenal. This is the narrative.
Pretty close, Mo. Like 80%.
Everything is a narrative, Mo. Everything's a narrative. Like football is based on narrative.
I have to agree with you because Inter fans fucking hate Arsenal fans. You know that.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
football isn't based on fact. Football isn't based on logic. It never has been.
Some of you guys are annoying as fuck. Paz is fucking annoying as fuck.
This is how you judge a big
as a fan.
I promise you, Mo.
It's gonna be dark times for you.
Paz is fucking annoying as fuck.
I never used to be like this,
bro. Igal sometimes is so annoying.
I mean, he annoys everyone.
You, Bilal, were so annoying. You come on streams and say so annoying shit. And people just see you as annoying.
And also,
bro, I don't hate Arsenal fans because to be honest,
when did Inter fans hate us? Hold on.
I can't lie. I've had fights with Juventus fans. I've had fights with Juventus, Bayern fans.
No. It's
true. It's true. Everyone hates us.
I don't hate Arsenal. Hold on. I don't hate Arsenal fans. But if I'm in the group chat, because I'm in intergroup chats now, that's what people don't know, right? I'm in intergroup chat. I was in Twitter group chat, and they couldn't wait to face Arsenal in the group stage. And I'm like, guys, we are not in the same stratosphere. We don't play in the same league. They're not rivals in Europe. Like for example, if I'm looking at someone that I don't want to win the Champions League, I'm looking at Man United. I have three, they have three. And I'm not looking at Arsenal. I was like, Arsenal, if Arsenal win the league this season, it doesn't hurt me as an Inter fan. It actually is fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
That's what I would feel as well.
If Arsenal win the Champions League this season, why would I care? Like, as an Inter fan, I don't care.
You used to think it was funny that we were even like close to favorites. You do lean back on your UCL heritage banter when it's convenient for you.
Yeah.
But
I think so.
As a team this season, no, we're not better than you. 100% we're not. Like, I'm going to say Inter this season. Yeah, Habibi, we conceded 11 goals in the league in like 7 games. What are you talking about?
Okay. I just want to hear it. Because last time
in the Champions League, I think if we face Arsenal in San Siro, we're gonna beat you. Like, just simple as that. We're gonna go 1-0. We're gonna do the 2-1. Like,
so, the first English team to win in the San Siro, I'm sure. I know it's probably Milan. It wasn't Inter, but still.
But that's not that. You're talking about history and shit. Like, I'm talking about now. But anyway,
so we talk about football. If we talk now, then come on, be serious, man.
What do you mean, be serious?
Tell him lock in.
You'll get lucky to get a point against us at home.
State of that background, by the way.
See, that's why when people talk about you being, bro, you won nothing.
Bro, why shouldn't I be? Why shouldn't I be? We can play.
Because you
want to fight us, we fight you. You want to play football, we play football.
I don't want to fight you because
we can play football.
The last time you came to the San Siro, we rested 6 players and still won 1-0. Like,
that's
it doesn't matter. The rules are the rules. That's what people don't understand. We rested 6 players and we still won against you guys.
Mo,
like, seriously, we really did,
20th of January 2026.
Like, what is this? Are we analyzing the game or I got another bone to pick.
People in the comments.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Forget Arsenal now. I'm really not worried about Arsenal, bro. In November, I'm fucking hosting Liverpool at the San Siro. That's what I'm worried about today. I'm thinking about Emmett Sheff right after the game when I smack Liverpool. That's what I'm thinking about, bro. That's what I'm thinking about. You think I'm thinking about Arsenal in January? Who knows what's gonna happen in January? I can have a new manager in January.
Mo.
It's dark for you in January. But yeah, you touch Liverpool.
You'll touch Liverpool right now.
We've already got enough haters. I don't need to instigate another one with Inter. But like, I want to go back to that defensive talk for a sec. I feel like because we don't go to the opposition's area and then just give them the ball, people say that's defensive. We try to hold possession around the edge of the box. We try and turn that possession into like just to strangle them out. And if they're going to stay in their box the whole time, we have to score a set piece. So it's kind of like you're damned you do or you're damned you don't. There's no way for them to just sit back now and just defend against us and think that they can last the 90 minutes without us scoring a goal. So we've actually changed football now. We've fucked off low blocks, so everyone should be happy about that.
I think to add on to that as well, though, I saw one of the pundits say it the other day, which was like, you don't want your team to play entertaining football. And like what they meant by that is an entertaining game of football is a game with loads of chances, end to end, which is nice and open. That is football at its most entertaining. And when football is at its most entertaining, that's when your team is most vulnerable and you can't control as many variables. And I think Arsenal games and like Man City at their best, those games are not entertaining games because they're strangling the other team and they're keeping control. And I think if you're gonna be a top team in today's, like, we're strangling people, so it's not going to like it. The defensive tag has to be put on it because we're strangling people. But I don't understand how we're in their half and we're defensive. Like even when we played against Liverpool,
Habibi, it's one guy's fault. It's this guy's fault. It's genuinely. I promise you, it's this guy's fault.
People are calling us negative against
Liverpool. It's Osam's fault. No, I am telling you.
You're giving him too much credit.
No, you don't. You don't think he's the one who last season said that Arteta's closer to Simeone than Pep. The Arteta's closer to Mourinho than Pep now. And since then, I've heard
Jamie Carragher, not just the time for the Liverpool. Jamie Carragher's
picked up. I swear to you, Habibi, it started. I'm giving. Maybe listen. Don't tell me I'm giving Osam more than his credit. Sam starts it. People pick it up. Go to Twitter. They tweet it. It's like seen by 500,000. Someone else pick on it. They actually say this, you know, and then it gets picked up. But Osam is the first one who said, I think Arteta is a defensive coach now. He's more of a Mourinho. Literally said that. And then people are like, oh, they don't concede chances. Oh, they don't concede goals. Or maybe he is very good defensively. Oh, why? And then it continued with like open plays. Oh, see, Arsenal don't create a lot because what passes.
It's just a normal place for people to go.
Because what Paz is, I'm gonna tell you the reality. What Paz is saying is correct. Here is what happens in football that people don't understand. I'm gonna explain my point of view. Right? Is sometimes teams just like to have control. They don't take risks. By the way, back in the days, Barcelona used to do exactly the same as this shit. They used to actually play short corners and pass it back to the goalkeeper to rotate to the other side. They didn't cross corners, bro, Barcelona. Why? Because there's too much risk in corners. We're not big enough to actually win the corners. So that's more than 50% chance that we lose the ball. Let's pass it around. They never crossed. It's Messi, pass until it gets to Messi and he does this, right? Pep Guardiola used to do this shit. Pep Guardiola even used to say that, actually. He used to say, if the pass is not 90% goes to your teammate, don't pass it. Why pass it? Just pass to someone else that is open, right? Because I want to keep the ball. He actually went out and said, I don't like long passes. Why, Pep? Because it's too much risk and I'm going to lose the ball and run to get it again. I want to play these 5-10 yards passes. But nobody said that Pep is controller. He's a fucking controller. Now he's taking risks. Now Arteta's doing it now. Arteta's like, don't play risky fuck. Like, just fucking pass the ball around until we see you open. That is what
we're playing more direct now. We're playing more direcects now. Now that Gyokeres
a little bit quicker.
We're doing more balls in behind, which was a problem before. I think Eze is helping as well. Yeah, Eze and Gyokeres, they're helping us play quicker. We're switching the ball a bit more. Rice this season is switching the ball more.
Because if you look at Pep, though, if you look at Pep's teams here, I don't think he's let go of that Barcelona control thing. I think he's gone Man City and he's picked up people like KDB who are naturally more direct.
And Mahrez and Aguero and David
Silva. These are all direct players.
These players in control. Okay, to be honest with you, the ability of that team in control to create chances is higher than Saka or Martinelli or Odegaard. Like fucking having David Silva on the pitch and Mahrez on the pitch and Kevin De Bruyne on the pitch. But definitely, there is way more chance of you creating a chance.
But that's what I'm saying. Pep can't tell KDB,
you know what I mean?
Saka's better than Mahrez, man.
You can't do
Saka's what?
Same way you couldn't tell
Saka's
Messi.
better than Mahrez, man.
Well, you're getting my.
The stream. We're not even. Wallahi.
Say, wallah, you guys, you don't think Saka is better than Mahrez?
Bro, you listen.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let him land the point. In what way, though? In what way? Wait.
Consistency. Saka never loses the ball. Whenever Saka gets the ball, he had that.
Did you see what he done again? Did you see what he done for Leicester?
Let him land. What? Like, how is he better than?
You don't let that land, bro.
Better football IQ, much stronger.
Better IQ.
Shooting both feet, left foot, right foot, creation. Saka can do absolutely everything you need in a right winger. So
he can't win. He can't win.
I think Saka.
Bilal, I'm gonna lose that channel credibility forever.
Mahrez played. Mahrez, listen, Mahrez. He's got the trophy.
Land your point because
my point is just Saka's a better player. Saka is a 9 out of 10 every single game. I watch him since he was 17 years old, and I've never seen a player this consistent. Honestly, I think he's.
You know what's mad?
I've seen in the Emirates era.
I hear what you're saying.
Used to be Fabregas that was arguing. I used to say Fabregas was the best player we've had in the Emirates era. But
hey, they said Suarez was on the same level as Henry the other day.
Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, being consistent. Okay, guys, I'm gonna move on from this point. Being consistent, Bilal, doesn't mean it's better. There are players that are 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 consistently.
Yeah, but Saka's not 7. I'm telling you, he's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. No, I didn't say 7. I said 9 out of 10 every game.
You know what? That's so chesty.
And then you guys ask why people like pick on Arsenal fans. It's because of
but don't put me in with this. Don't put me in with this.
These things go to the internet.
Put me in with this.
Who do you support? Like the guy in the top corner. Who do you support?
Me, I'm an Arsenal fan, but
this is Paz from the group.
No, because I'm looking at the shirts, blood. I don't know what's going on.
That's
my cousin's shirts.
This is one of the problems. These opinions go to the internet, and the problem is you'll see a lot of people on the internet, on Twitter, like kind of like agree with it, like you know what, faceless accounts agree with these things.
But Mo, you just said Suarez was on.
I don't think it's a while.
This is the same shit that I've got to deal with.
Hold on, say that again. Hold on. I said Mahrez is in the same level.
You agreed with Sam, and you did not dispute that Suarez was on Henry's table. And we're not
Suarez is definitely on Henry's table. What are you talking about?
No.
Suarez was crazy, bro.
He's just
against Henry.
You know what it is?
Can we go back to actual football talk?
People in the comments. Mo, do a poll, man. I don't know what you're.
But I do a poll, but I'm losing credibility.
Ability-wise, is better than
credibility. I'm telling you, watch Saka.
Ability-wise, is better.
Ability, delivery, dribble, everything. Ability, like, bro.
If you're talking, I think there's a different conversation that can be worded to help what you're saying. But ability-wise, Mahrez is mental.
No. See, you're doing no ability. It's not ability. It's not ability. No. It is not about ability. Me saying
Saka's still a baby, bro.
Imagine, and it's been 6-7 years. I don't know how many years.
But hold on. But you are saying okay.
Dragged us from the mud.
You didn't say Saka's ceiling or whatever.
Yeah,
you said Saka's better than Mahrez. That's what you said.
Yeah, right now this version of Saka is better than
Mahrez. Bilal, like this is crazy. Like this is absolutely. This is one of the worst. I genuinely believe this is one of the worst ever takes I've had on this channel.
Overrated Mahrez. He's a good guy.
I have never seen a take like this. But I gotta move on.
Mahrez's story is beautiful. Leicester, Man City. Okay, Man City is not beautiful, but Leicester is beautiful. You know what I mean? The story was nice.
Nah, he's mental, bro. He
was a baller. But Saka, come on. Every game.
Saka, what?
Bro, behave, man.
Big pressure every game.
Behave. Wallah lazim. Is Rice the best dead ball specialist in the world right now?
Yes.
Probably. Oh, Yasser, I'll come to the stage. Yasser. Yeah. What are you saying about Saka? You were talking about Rice in the group.
Yeah, what did I say?
He said the performances are not good. Here you go.
He was alright. Like he did alright. Listen, I never said anything bad. I just said the minute he scored, the minute he assisted, we started seeing man saying karma and all this. Like what? Because the assist doesn't. Bro, he's a DM, bro. Well, I don't care about your free kick specialist thing. You're a DM. I want to see you do your main job right.
That's mental. That's mental.
Do your main job right, and then anything else is a bonus, bro.
But
That's
it's
how I
not
like
playing,
it.
dude.
Declan Rice does his main job right, and he's the best.
Wait, that's mental. That's
taker.
mental. That's mental.
Yes, Yasser
mental.
words in the
I can't
group.
lie, I'm not
Mental.
trying
He
to
didn't play DM. That's mental.
Guys, Yasser words in the group. An assist doesn't change the performance.
That's mental. That's mental because one, he ain't playing DM. Like the DMs aren't flying forward the way my man's flying forward. Zubomendi is on DM first of all. Yeah, so let's have it right first of all.
Yeah, but what is
So
Rice?
assists do matter.
What is Rice? Is he a DM
He's
or
a
is he
centre
what?
mid.
I never
Yeah,
thought
Rice.
That's what he is.
Rice
He's a
is not
centre
he's
mid.
not an Arsenal DM.
Proper.
He's not an Arsenal DM. He's a West Ham DM. He's not an Arsenal DM. He cannot play
Why do you
DM.
man telling me play him in the 6?
All right, then chat to them about whatever they're
Okay,
talking
cool.
about. But I'm telling if you watch Arsenal, Rice is not our DM. It's like saying Gyokeres is our 10, bro.
He can only play the double pivot. That's all he can really do, fam. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
just
If you're gonna be honest,
When
if you want to see the
Zubomendi's
best
in a
of
single
Rice-
pivot and he's in front of Zubomendi in the box to box,
Zubomendi in the single pivot.
that's his best role.
My brother, if you put him in the 8, he's hiding.
Huh?
Bro, if you watch him, he's
That's his
always
best
hiding behind his
position.
man.
That's his best position. When
He's
he's
Caicedo lovers, man. You can't.
When-
you can't
when-
have an
No,
option.
don't do
Rice
that.
is
Don't do
fit,
that.
bro,
Don't do
when
that.
Rice
No.
is
I'm not gonna
box
talk
to
about
box,
mine.
he's
Kim Enzo is better than second as well.
We're not doing that.
We've
But
done this.
You're
before.
going.
I'm not even disrespecting him. I know what he is, innit?
I
you
don't
get
think you do.
I just
You're
don't
telling
like
me
when
he's a
man
DM.
force man into conversation that certain players not in. If let's forget I'm a Chelsea fan, yeah.
I
If
can't do
let's
that.
say certain play, let's say
Can't do that.
any of my player was better than the other, like, I don't mind. I'll just tell you because I don't mind being objective. And if I think your player is better than mine, I'll say it. Do you get it? Like I don't do the whole tribalistic thing. Like
So
if I'm
which
gonna have a
Arsenal players are
conversation
better
and
than
be honest,
Chelsea players?
So now what I would like you
don't
to
think he
do
is, bro.
is link that statement to your previous statement of as to tell me why Rice is a DM and not a good eight.
This no, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna tell you guys something. This notion that when he plays the 8, he hides. The guy
it's
this
mental.
season
It's
has
nonsense.
played only 45 minutes as a 30 minutes as a DM. Then Odegaard got injured, moved to the 8. Right? That's fact.
Yeah.
Am I saying otherwise? 30
Yeah,
minutes.
Bro,
Odegaard, the DM when he started as Odegaard, that happened only in one game. Odegaard got injured, and then he played the 8. Right? He averages 80 touches in the game.
Uh-huh.
So how is that someone averaged 80 touches in a game high?
Nah, you
I
got
mean, they keep passing him the ball for him to cross it in the
Huh?
box. Every
You-
time they pass him the ball for him to cross it. If you watch it, he just keeps crossing the ball.
80,
Bro.
so he crosses 80 crosses a game then?
What am I
What?
hearing
What?
No,
here?
he just crosses most of the time. Every time I see him get the ball, he's
So,
trying to
hold on,
cross
from
it.
open play, you're telling me Rice just crosses it.
Yeah,
You're mental.
That
bro.
is so
You-
insane.
see,
I'm
you-
mental.
Switches play. He
he's
never
either
crosses.
lagging on the
You are-
ball.
I'm
or
telling you,
crossing
bro.
it.
I'm telling you.
You're a madman.
He's
And you
not
say you hate
hatred,
Arsenal
bro.
fans.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
but
saying,
I
that's
gave
what
you
see
this.
and
I
do.
gave you the stat to debunk 80 touches a game is someone who gets on the ball. He doesn't
But they
hide,
play-
right?
But this is the
we
point I'm
know-
making, though, Mo.
All the Arsenal
People
fans
can't
tell
give
me they
up.
play U-shaped
Yeah.
football. You just told me they pass. Eventually, you're gonna get 80 touches. Like
So-
Don't play
You
yourself.
just said he
when the
loves
ball
it.
goes around like this, when the ball goes U-shaped the whole game, of course
Hold
you're
on,
gonna
hold
get
on.
80 touches.
Does
and
it do
keep
you
those
shape or does he
You're
cross it?
stuck
all
on
game?
last season, man.
Which one is it,
Things
brother?
have changed. Things have changed.
Like,
Bro,
which
you
one
won
is it?
one game, bro. Like right now, like recently, we played good foot. This is your probably your best performance of the season.
No,
Don't tell
post
me,
Man
like,
City game, we're playing proper football. Since that
Man
second
City
half,
game we played.
that
Man
changed.
City game played
We've-
proper
we've-
football.
We're playing proper now. We're playing more. We're playing quicker. We're playing vertical. We're switching the play. We're defending as a team, which we're always doing anyway, right?
Defending
So,
is what you do most
listen.
of the game. Like it's only recently
Oh,
you started playing
that's-
it more attacking. Don't do that. Like, we all know this.
Hold on. Defending is what we do most of the game.
Huh?
Is that what you just said? Defending is what we do most of the game.
Like that's why you do most of the game. That's why you. That's why your
Get
back
him
line's shining, mate.
Get him out of it. Get him out
Bro,
of it.
come on, man. Now listen, I don't need to.
I didn't know you could
You're
defend
Armenian.
yeah, in the other team's other half. If
You're
that's what's
Armenian.
that's the defending. Wow,
You are
us
Armenian. You're
playing in their box.
So why would they
19
say
shots
haram?
is gonna
So
get
why would people say haram football gets haram football? If you play
Because
amazing
they hate our
football,
tennis.
What about-
let
what
Agenda,
about-
that's
hold
social
on,
media.
wait.
That's
Stop,
social
stop.
media.
him
Yes,
answer, bro.
Yes, sir. Stop. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care what people say. Why you are copying what people say?
No, I'm asking him. I'm
Just-
asking what.
No, I'm asking you. Do you
you-
think
I'll see
Arsenal
what he
play
says.
haram football? Do you think Arsenal play haram football?
Yeah.
You yourself. Don't worry about
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Because the football that I used to see Arsenal see is not like this.
Man, I don't care. Don't give me the Arsene Wenger stuff and all the nostalgia.
No, I'm not going back.
past
I'm just saying I'm not an Arsenal fan, so I don't watch like
Well, we can
Arsenal.
tell.
So can I
I'm
ask you a
saying the
question?
Arsenal football
How
used
do
to
we
see
end
it.
up?
It's not like this, bro.
So today, you watched the game today? Of course you did. There's no
No,
Chelsea.
I did.
didn't
I
play
watched the
today.
game. I watched the game.
You watched the game. Do you think Arsenal played haram football today from minute 1 to
I don't
minute
think
90?
I don't think it's like around football.
Against Man City, do you think they played haram football?
No, I just never. I never know. I don't think so. I don't think they went and tried to win the game. Innit? I just
They
thought,
didn't. So they didn't camp in Man City's half. They didn't try to cross. They
yeah,
didn't.
but what have we been saying this season? Though we've been saying that
Dylan, you're a
City's
Man
been
City
trying
fan.
to hit
Welcome to
people
the
on the
channel,
counter.
Dylan.
No, but haven't they been saying that this season? City's been sitting back trying to hit on the counter.
that's Arsenal's fault that City wanted to hit them on the counter.
No,
Like,
I
what
never
do
said that's Arsenal's fault. I'm just saying if you sit back,
that's the
that means
thing,
the
bro.
opposition is going to go forward. If I sit back against your team, that means you're going to try to come forward. Arsenal was at home.
What about Liverpool the first half when Arsenal really had more touches than
They
Liverpool?
played 3 DMs, they tried to cross the ball.
See,
from their own
here
half.
it comes out.
Come on,
I'm
man, you've seen that.
gonna destroy this. Yes, it's simply right. If a team goes to Anfield in the first half, I don't give a fuck about 3 DMs because Arne Slot played Sabozla and benched Wirtz, right?
Yeah, but
I want to actually change it, to change this idea. If someone goes to Anfield, and I repeatedly said that after the game, and had 29 touches in the opposite in Liverpool's area, and Liverpool had 0 touches in Arsenal's area, by definition, that means the Arsenal took more chances. That means the Arsenal were the more offensive team. By definition. By the way. Right?
Okay.
Like there is no other way. In the first 45 minutes, if someone is having the ball more in your half, that means they're more offensive than you. They're taking more risks. Right? That's why they got into the 18. That's why they got more corners. That's why they dribbled more. That's just a fact. In the second half, Liverpool will better. But that defeats your idea that Arsenal all they do defend. They went to Anfield in the first half and they took more risks than Liverpool. Forget the lineup. You're so hung on the lineup thing. You're so hung on that lineup.
It's not just the lineup, because if you had better quality, if you have more attacking players, would they not change? So if you played Eze instead of someone else.
Attacking players, what are we talking about?
On paper, you know, I'm going to tell you something. If Manchester City play
He's
Foden as a false 9, for example, play Foden as a false 9, play Bernardo Silva, or Kovacic and Rodri, but then I see fucking City pampering the 18 of the opposition. I'm not going to say that Pep is defensive because he chose Foden as false 9. I'm going to say, what is your approach to the game? How am I watching the game? Forget the lineup. Don't follow the media. The media narrative is like, he chose Moreno. He must be defensive. What about his approach? What if Moreno's playing as a second striker like he does for Spain? Is that defensive? That's what I mean. People need to stop following the narratives of the media.
I agree,
and watch the game for
attacker.
themselves. You actually watch the game for yourself and make a decision. You know what I mean?
Bro, Pep's the perfect thing for this. Pep bought a midfielder, and Fabian Delph and Nunes, bro, as fullbacks. Just because you see him on paper as a CDM or a striker, they will play him on like a left wing. Like Bernardo Silva has played left back, centre mid, CDM, right wing. He's played as a centre forward, bro. Like, it's just because it says centre mid on his thing, he will play higher. He will play in the left wing. He will play right wing. Bro, look at Doku. He plays left wing. He plays right wing. Do you know what I mean? He'll play left back sometimes. That's what he's trying to say there.
Yeah, but that's the point, though.
And by the way, Pep defended with a centre mid playing out right back. That doesn't make him like. Mo, if you look at the lineup, and I'm gonna give you just one thing, guys, before I give you the mic. But I'm sorry. If you look at the lineup, playing Matheus Nunes on the team sheet means Pep is offensive, right? It says that you're playing a center mid as a right back, so you want to go more forward. But factually, sometimes Pep would defend with Matheus Nunes at right back. Yeah. The approach has nothing to do with the lineup. That's what people need to understand.
Yeah, but Mo, that's the point, though. It's narrative before reality. And Nunes being a centre mid who before had a bit about him playing right back, the narrative is Nunes is someone that goes forward well. So him being right back, the narrative is that now Pep wants to go forward and attack them.
Doesn't. If you ask any Man City fan, will tell you otherwise.
No, but that's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making, bro.
Like
it's narrative first, bro. It's not.
Yeah, it sounds good. It's a soundbite.
Yeah,
and like Calafiori, for example.
He
doesn't. He's a centre back, but he shows up at right wing, and like he's got more shots than most people see.
People create their opinion.
But then the narrative is Arsenal play 4 centre backs.
And then Calafiori
See, the narrative.
behind.
You're
But
correct.
they
The narrative
flying
is Arsenal played 4 center backs.
man.
That's
They
the
don't
narrative,
see-
right?
They don't see Timber flying up. They don't see Calafiori flying up. They don't, because the narrative is Calafiori has played centre back before and Timber has played centre back before. It's 4 centre backs. They're not moving again. It's a flat 4. They're never crossing the halfway line because people make their opinions based on the narrative rather than looking at Calafiori being a nutcase with your own eyeballs, bro. Like I've seen,
but I've never said anything about the back line and anything like that. I just,
but we're giving you an example. We're giving you examples.
I know that. I never.
Yeah,
said
but your
evidence was he played 3 DMs more.
But at that game, that's he played 3 DMs. But Marino's a DM. But no, wait. Marino.
Yes,
Marino is a DM, but we found out that he can play good up front.
When though?
When?
Hold on,
I'm not saying anything.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question? So he's played for Sociedad and Newcastle. Which one of those clubs was he the DM?
I don't know. Was he 8 or DM?
None of
I
them.
don't watch Sociedad.
None of them. He wasn't
I
a
got
DM.
told he was a DM. I spoke to Arsenal fans who told me he was a DM.
He's never played DM for Spain. So when was Marino a DM? I saw him play on the wing for Newcastle. So like, what are we doing?
He's a versatile player. Even I think at Dortmund he plays centre back.
Didn't you play on the wing for Newcastle, bro?
I want to go back to this. I want to just let's just take it back to actually. It's all of the AMT. It's all your fault from your super chat. Arsenal fans are products of years of banter. They hate monsters. They help to create. You little bro, someone so long and cry when they push back. I don't think that, but some people just do. Maybe that is the case.
I don't think it's just that. I think honestly, it's come to the territory. If you're Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea now to an extent, like I say to an extent, it's not the same as the other 3, but there's always going to be pushback from the other rivals. To be honest, like when you're winning, no one wants to see their rivals do well. It's just normal. It's football. And with Arsenal, obviously, it might feel amplified if you're an Arsenal fan because we're dealing with Man United fans. You know, I've got Man United fans. Half of them hate Arsenal more than they hate Liverpool. The other half hate Liverpool more than they hate Arsenal. So it just depends who you talk to on the day in terms of where you're going. So
it's the fans, it's the Arsenal fans that bring
it's just football.
Myself, though.
Well, you guys are hating for hating's sake. Yeah, that's the game. You guys just hating because it's Arsenal fans, whatever. Every fan, Man United fans, every transfer window get deluded, and then I don't see people.
Every fan.
The other people hating on them.
I don't know if you guys realize
Chelsea fans are saying the world.
Can we talk about the football? We stop talking about the narratives. Are we going to talk about the football? Okay, thank you guys. If defensive, why is Raya on halfway line? 100%. Chelsea boys are better until it's time to challenge. 100%. When it's time to challenge, everyone is like, oh, well, it's early in the project. But
they've got their Club World Cup sticker. They're fine for a while.
I want to ask Dylan a question. Seriously, since Man City fan, of course you watched the game. I watched the 3 games, to be honest with you. I was asked Dylan a question. Do you think that your team has bigger chance of winning the Champions League than Arsenal, PSG, and other like Barcelona, or not?
I'd say we're up there. Of course, I back my team. It looks like we're clicking right now. But then, well, I'm not gonna put down my team when we've already done it. Arsenal can't relate. Do you know what I mean? Like we've been there, we've done that.
Yeah, thanks.
So, well, like obviously when I was there the first time when we lost to Chelsea, yeah, it was because of nerves. Look what happened, man. Arsenal, man. You beat Real Madrid, and what happened? You shit it.
We didn't really shit the bed. PSG
just
played
better.
Did,
bro. So
he lost because of
we lost to the people who won the competition.
Because of that Gundogan in the 6th. That's why you lost against Chelsea. That didn't make any sense to start with.
Bro, listen. All it is, is I think there's a very good chance we're winning it. We've gone undefeated now since the United game, but we've not been beaten yet. But we're clicking nice. Always, every single year, we always start off horrible. Then we build up and we get better and get better and get better. By the time in December, we go on a mad run. Every year.
Are you clicking though, or is Haaland saving your absolute life right now? If Haaland wasn't in that squad of yours, you might be 10th. I'll be so real. I wouldn't class what I'm watching Man City do as clicking. I wouldn't say you're clicking. I think your wingers ain't really giving you much. I think your midfield is a lot to be desired in there, and I think your defense is a bit suspect.
Okay,
I wouldn't say
we're relying on one player. How are we getting that ball to that one player then? If we're not clicking, how are we seeing Haaland's runs? How are
That's
we
not
not
saying
passing the
Haaland.
ball in? How are we not cutting it in?
Because all your players still have 2 feet. Like, they're not bots. Like, I'm not saying that none of them can kick a ball anymore. I'm saying they're not at the level they're not playing at the level to where I'd say what you're doing is clicking. That's all.
Bro, we're undefeated since the United game, bro. Do you know how many that is?
Again, but like, what's the disparity from Haaland's goals to the next person? Like, out of curiosity.
I thought it was crazy. It looked like they had all one goals each. And then
out of curiosity. So if you're saying what I'm saying is mad, how much goals has Haaland got, and how much has the next guy got?
Bro, that doesn't matter. We're getting goals, from our striker. We bought our striker to score goals. Just because your striker can't score goals.
See, now you're waffling. You are. You know that's scary. If Haaland gets injured, you're shook. Let's keep it. Let's all just be real.
Because we still want a Premier League with our striker.
Bro, if Saka scored one of our goals, I would be shook, bro. I would be shook if he gets injured. Let's just keep it.
Bro, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, but we still won a Premier League when we didn't have a striker. When we didn't have a goal,
but everyone else was chipping in. You had a team that could all chip in.
That team did that though. That team did that. This team now is looking a bit Haaland FC-ish, bro. Like, we gotta be honest here, bro. Come on.
But that's just like saying, who's your best player? Who would you say your best player is?
We got that, but that's the thing about Arsenal. We would all probably name a different player.
Now go on, name player then.
I think in what facet are you talking about? It's even hard for me to say.
Your
I think our best player right now
name.
for me is Gabriel, probably.
Gabriel. Yeah.
Gabriel?
Yeah.
So 2 Gabriels, yeah?
I'll go with Saka. I'll go with Saka.
Your defense is finished.
No,
but we've got backup for him. You don't have backup for Haaland.
Oh, we got I
think we wouldn't be as good, but we have backup for someone to go in and play where Gabriel plays, who's a good
but not as good. We've got Mamouche playing backup.
But he's still a very good. Your next best striker is who?
Mamouche.
Again, bro.
Alvarez.
You're gonna win. Mamouche can't do what Haaland's doing.
Bro.
He just can't do what Haaland. Haaland's got 11.
No, I wouldn't have it. Mamouche disrespect.
I get we gotta back our teams, bro. But your next top goal scorer's got to 1 goal, brother. Like, come on, man.
But it's like saying, we all relied on Rodri. Now you're saying we're all relying on Haaland, bro.
I never said that. I would have said Rodri is a massive part of your team.
Right?
That's it. Not you're relying on him. He's just a massive part of your team. Same way Gabriel is a massive part of our team. But Haaland right now, bro, you lot, if he gets injured...
but you're relying on what ifs. Bro,
I'm not. I'm saying, but I'm only disputing. Sorry, just to get back to your original point, I'm only disputing the fact that you said you're clicking. I would say you're not clicking, and you just have the best striker in the world. That's it. That's what I would say.
What's your issue? We're giving the ball to a striker.
My issue is with the clicking statement. My issue is with the clicking statement. That's it.
We're giving it to him, though. It's not like we're struggling to give it to him.
I hear you, but even the nature of the goal, like, it's not like you have an element of control that you normally have. Like, you're struggling to keep that element of control, and Haaland is now getting out in the transitions of hell and making people pay for it. So like, and don't get me, I respect, but I'm not telling you that what he's doing is like crap. I'm telling you Haaland is the best. However, like, I don't think you can replace. If, like, God forbid, I'm not saying God forbid, God allow something to happen to Haaland.
By the way, Paz, every time you hit, it hits my...
Sorry.
because I'm wearing headphones.
God allow it to happen. If Haaland, like, if something happens to Haaland, bro, you might not cook, bro.
Yeah, but
why are you assuming that something is happening to him?
Yeah. No, even if he stays fit, they're not going to win the Prem.
So you keep saying if. Why are you assuming that things will happen to him?
I'm not assuming. I was just disputing the concept of they are clicking.
Okay, so hold on. They are clicking with Haaland. So why are you assuming that something's going to happen?
I don't think they are clicking with Haaland. I think.
Are you watching City week in, week out? Because I watch every single game. City are improving by the game. There's no. By the way, if you're watching Man City games and you don't see that Pep Guardiola is figuring things out, you watch today. John Stones, flat out midfielder, bro, carrying the ball, holding the ball, passing it around, flat out protecting Nico Gonzalez. Do you remember the last time City played that box midfield? Does anybody remember? They won a treble. I'm not saying they're going to go and win the league. I'm not saying that. But to claim that because they rely on Erling Haaland to score goals, it might not work for them. They literally, in the triple season, the man had 50 goals. Cool. 50.
Not
and they won
disputing.
that treble.
Cool, not
So
disputing.
you don't like when he said it's clicking. He's watching his team, and I agree with him. Manchester
cool.
City now look better than what I thought. Much better.
But is it enough to win anything? Is it enough to win the Premier Champions League? That's the
Are
question.
you okay? Are you enough to win anything? Is the Arsenal way is enough to win anything? Who knows what is enough to win anything? Who knows?
That's all great. Like everything you said is great, and I don't even really disagree with too much of what you said. However, like, let's keep it 100. If one man after 10 games has all of them goals and everybody else has one, the wingers have given you pretty much nothing. The 10s have given you no goals.
Who's assisting then? Who's assisting all these goals?
Okay. We're talking. I'm clearly talking about goals here. I'm talking about goals. I'm talking about goals. Doku is not going to give you goals, and it doesn't look like Savinho is. I'm saying to me,
so how do you know he's going to give goals or not?
If Gyokeres was booting off, and Saka and let's say Martinelli has given me one goal, I would be slightly concerned. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all. Don't shoot me, bro.
You got to look at it, the way Doku is. Doku, the way he plays, and the way Savinho plays, we play out wide. Listen, that's no secret. City play very wide with the wingers, Doku is one of the best one-on-one dribblers, against attacking our fullback, in the Prem right now. Anyone disagree? So
no, he's the best actually.
Bro, every time Doku comes in, Doku will sprint down the wing and then start coming in and trying to tackle the two back and then cross it in. Gets his head on it for Haaland. Bro, that connection is getting better and better. We're clicking.
Cool. That's good, man.
You know why? You know why, Paz? You don't want to believe it, right?
You got Gyokeres. Why?
You know why you don't want to believe it, right? I know why you don't want to believe it, because it's a scary thought for you. It's a scary thought.
For me. Oh, it's scary for me.
For everybody. It's scary thought for everybody. It's a scary thought for everyone.
Right.
I mean,
Man City clicking. Man City, guys. I said that. But you we have to
Haaland's
admit.
Scary. Haaland's scary.
Man City clicking. If Man City keep this form going and they beat Liverpool at the Etihad, Man City. I don't know. By the way, Man City are up and down, right? I can't sit here and tell you that Man City are as consistent as Arsenal. They are not. That's why Dylan said they are clicking. He didn't say like Arsenal are consistent. We all know this. You go to every game, you're expecting something, you're getting what you get from Arsenal, right? But Man City are getting better. If Man City stay in this race, 2 to 5 points or 6 points behind whoever is the league leader in January and December, people are shaking. Because we know that Pep Guardiola history tells us that he goes on massive runs in the second half of the season.
December,
right? We know that.
But everyone
everyone you beat them to challenge. But whether they can win it is
and that's why I'm saying, Paz, I'm waiting for them to play Villa. They're gonna play Villa away, right? They're gonna play Liverpool at home. These two games
after that time, tell me you're clicking.
Exactly.
You're clicking. But I wouldn't at this stage
say that. Martin, go ahead after this, please.
Go on, please.
Martin.
I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was defending City against people saying that they were completely out of the race. They're not in this. They're not even in the conversation. And now that Liverpool have shot themselves in the foot, I feel like there's an effort going around to try and inflate City back up to this they're ready to go type thing. So we'll find out. We'll find out in a couple of games. But I'm not scared of City because I think we just need to focus on what we're doing. It's working. It seems sustainable. I'm just head down, get points, fuck the rest of them. It's fine.
Listen, I want to say one thing
quickly.
Quickly on the whole belief topic. Quickly just on Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, this is the first time, and I'm saying this is post Man City, that I've had the actual feeling. We go into every game, and I just feel like we're going to win. So I just want to know, as a fan, do you have that feeling as well in terms of that belief? If you're obviously Arsenal fans, so I'm not worried about City. As you said, I'm not worried about City. I'm not worried about Liverpool because I really go into every game now thinking we're going to win. Like today, going into Atletico, I don't feel concerned. I feel like
you don't. You see the problem with comments like this. With the problem with comments like this is that
you've routed him.
What Martin said is
I'm talking about my belief as a fan.
No, but not you. This is me. This is for me. What Martin said is exactly. In no words, I mentioned Arsenal in this. You see, guys, me talking about City, I didn't mention Arsenal. I said if City are behind the league leaders by December or January, it's scary.
The league leaders are Arsenal right now.
But I didn't say now. I didn't say
but
now.
Okay, but you using your brain, it's very likely the league leaders are going to be Arsenal come December, January, and Man City will probably be a couple points behind if they do what they should do, right? That's probably going to be.
And
at
that time, if you're an Arsenal fan, that is my opinion. If I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that at that time, City, actually, everyone should be looking in their rearview mirror. That's what I'm thinking.
And by Christmas, I want to have like a 10-point, 15 lead over whoever's second and just not have to worry about it. I want to have one of those easy seasons.
Yeah, I don't think we should be looking
see,
at
Martin, see the older, more experienced Arsenal fan said, what? I'm worried about myself. I want to be 10 points above.
That's what I said. No, wait. That's what I said. Wait, hold up. That's exactly what I was saying.
That don't make sense. I'll tell you why.
No, you said no one scares me. I'm not scared.
Yeah, I'm focused on us. I go into every game. Doesn't matter if I'm playing Bayern or Burnley. I think I'm going to win.
That don't make sense. I'll tell you why that don't make sense, yeah. People say, oh, you should focus on yourself, so what, I shouldn't watch no one else's games. Like, I'm a football fan.
Do you? I'm not the head coach. And I never asked you to not watch. I watch every game, and I'm not even supporting a Premier League club.
Yeah, but me saying I'm only focusing on Arsenal makes no sense, brother. I'm like, we're watching ball.
Like, no. I don't think you get what he's saying. I don't think you get what Martin said. He said the team should only focus about winning games to create as big as a gap as they can. That's what he meant. He's not Martin. My friend Martin here is not going on the pitch every Sunday at the Emirates to play the game.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's what I'm thinking. When people say that, it baffles me.
I feel like before there was a tendency to like watch what everyone else is doing and like trying to like analyze. Oh, are they going to come back? You know, and this is how we got into trouble the first couple of seasons when we were doing title challenge, because we're looking over our shoulder every 2 seconds at someone else. And I feel like we can all be pretty confident in our team that we're going to get onto a field, we're going to defend well, and the very worst, we're going to end up with a 0-0.
Yeah, but who's
that'll be the end
of I need to move on because I need to speak about Victor Gyokeres. Right. To be honest with you, Chelsea play with 4 at the back plus Reece James and I don't know Moses Caicedo. What?
No, Marco Correa.
Marco Correa, yeah. Okay.
I think that's Moises Caicedo still. Because
I think that is Moises Caicedo. Because yes, you play 4 at the back with Malo Gusto, and in the midfield you play with Moises Caicedo and Reece James. That's what Emmanuel here is saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Chelsea are not defensive, remember, guys. And also Enzo Fernandez, who is another center mid.
No, they're not defensive. No, he's
not defensive because they attack. Correa doesn't like yeah. Remember. Let's remember
in the Kevin Nolan era, man.
Arsenal fans love if your player get injured, you blank player FC, call me Jake Paul FC. Who the fuck is if you win a trophy? These men love ifs.
So no one else does that. Just Arsenal fans.
Great super chat.
Brilliant. Great take, buddy. Great take. $5 well spent, buddy. We're the only people, just Arsenal fans, that talk about ifs, bro. That is the best take I've ever heard.
You're having a conversation. Sometimes you go into if territories. Otherwise, it's just be boring.
I like how they pretend they don't have Arsenal fans.
If we gave everyone, the way they wanted to speak about football, we just wouldn't speak. Like people that don't talk about this, don't talk about it. So let's talk about nothing then. Let's all just sit here and look at each other's faces then.
Yeah. Just go by the result. Yeah, so you won today. Yeah, that was it. Nice, that was fun.
Fonzie, here you go. Here's your answer. City looks shaky defensively despite 5 clean sheets in the last 8 games. Okay, bro. City have had Shirky and Marmoush injured and just come back as well. Rodri is still injured as well. This City defense, by the way, is improving as well, by the way. The structure is improving, which is what people don't see because they don't watch City as much. Pep Guardiola now is
saved us a lot. Donnarumma has done
he's part of the team, but in the same time, if you look at your XG conceded, it's getting less by the game. Why? Because Pep Guardiola now is doing his best Arteta impression. Every time they lose the ball, I'm being serious. Well, if you watch City, you know. If people watch City in depth, I know that a lot of people do. You will see Doku and Savinho going back to be compact. I cannot imagine that we're saying City team is a compact team defensively.
Is actually changing the game, isn't it? It's Arteta generational, right?
No, they do.
Arteta in, guys. You guys are right.
Bro, go look at
this. They only attack, Mo. You're wrong.
Arteta's changed football.
No. But that's wrong.
They only they've never defended ever.
Okay, I know you're being sarcastic. Erling Haaland, guys, have stats with interceptions and tackles now. Like literally, interceptions in his half.
They've never defended ever.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Haaland's been
Man
playing
City
centre
doesn't
back,
make any
I've
sense,
seen
right?
him
Like
defending. I've seen
they
what
will look
Haaland's
fine, and then all of a sudden you'll lose to Spurs 2-0 for no reason whatsoever. Like there's no reason why your defense is bad. It just all of a sudden looks bad for some reason. So hopefully, for your sake, you've got rid of that.
But remember, over the last 7-8 games, City have not lost a game.
Yeah, but I
They
don't think
drew
they've
couple
played
of-
anyone particularly taxing that I can remember.
Yeah, the next
So
run
it's
is
gonna-
this run in for City is big.
Okay,
This one.
Villa away is Sunday, so we're here for it.
Villa, Liverpool,
Villa.
Newcastle. That's a run.
Villa away Sunday. Let's talk about Gyokeres as well. And
Bournemouth.
there's a lot of people want to. Taz, you have a lot to say about Gyokeres.
I'm happy you brought that up, bro. I just want to know, do you know what it is? Yeah, the goals are honestly, the goals stink. The goals absolutely stink, and they smell. They're horrible, horrible goals, and that is what I wanted. If I'm sorry. It's the passion. It's the passion, bro. I'm sorry, but you know what it is? I think I think that's also why I hate Haaland. Yeah, because he's the type of guy that's just gonna get a goal. Like some of them look unreal, but he also scores doo-doo goals. And you see a man that can get doo-doo goals, he's gonna leave with 20 somehow. You might not even remember 18 of them. You might not remember 18 of them. And I don't need to remember Gyokeres' goals, but I need them. And for me, if he can keep scoring those doo-doo, you see, even last year, Saka used to wrap so many balls across the 6-yard box. Do you know how many balls we've had across the 6-yard box that's just gone out the other side and no one's been there? And I think if Gyokeres can convert those chances that just come from nothing, we can get to the end of the season and people will start calling him an elite striker just by feeding off of scraps. That's the kind of, if you're not going to be a Havertz or someone that's going to contribute to overall play, feed off our scraps, nick me 15, 20, and for me, it's a successful signing. For me, it's better than Isak anyway.
I actually think he had a very good game today. Isak ball aside, I don't think there was a time today where he lost the ball. I think he won a foul or he did a layoff. And that was what was most promising for me, that before he had been really looking out of place and kind of clunky. And the thing before is with Havertz, he's the false nine guy, right? So wingers like Martinelli and Saka, they are the goal getters. They're used to being hold on to the ball, put it in the net. Now they've got to be the guy that releases the ball early for Gyokeres, and everyone's got to get used to that. And we saw it with Saka taking the penalty and stuff. I still feel like he should have given it to Gyokeres just because you're trying to get this guy up to speed. But I still think that Saka and Martinelli and whatever, those guys, all of our wingers, Trossard, are all focused on getting goals for themselves, which is great. But it's not going to look good for Gyokeres. It's just sitting there doing runs in every direction, and they're not going to pass it to him. So we've got to find that balance.
Do you not want Saka to have that kind of ego to where it's we did, you just got here, move, my pen. So
I know, but Gyokeres, say for example, why Isak and Salah don't work well together is because they both want to be the guy that puts the ball in the net. So Isak's running around saying, "Pass me Salah," and Salah will just be like, "All right, I'll just try and put it top bins." Vice versa. You need to have a very selfless winger to feed a striker like Gyokeres, because they're just I'm going to get it to him first time. I'm not going to do anything steppos or anything fancy.
What's City doing? City doing it.
I don't think Saka's selfish at all. Even the Fulham game, the last game, if you saw what Saka was doing, sometimes he was playing it too quick. I said, why don't you just take a touch and calm down? He's trying to get Gyokeres in straight away. And I think that's the best thing that Gyokeres has done for us. Not only is he pressing a lot and he's taking us up the pitch, the fact that he's just forcing us to play that much quicker, that pass less sometimes to get the ball into him or get into Eze or Timber's coming down. I feel like Gyokeres, honestly, even if he doesn't look pretty, even if he's not the best footballer or whatever, what he's doing is actually helping us. And hopefully that continues, because I feel like he's just giving us that extra dimension. And as you said,
I'm not calling Saka selfish as much as I'm just saying that we lean on him way too much, and he's just used to being the guy that has to come through with the answers. So, we've got answers from everywhere right now. And the more set piece, I'm actually sad we didn't score a set piece, 4 set piece goals today, because every set piece goal gets under people's skin and just exposes them as absolute haters. So it's great.
Yeah, buzzing, to be honest.
Yeah, nice. Listen, Saka's had a lot of responsibility. I like what they did with him as well. He's coming more inside. He's coming up on the left sometimes. And every time he goes on the left, it looks crazy. It looks like he's going to do something as well. So it's good. He always has that responsibility. But honestly, Gyokeres, it's just a case of him now, obviously.
So the 2 goals that he scored today change your view on him?
No, I was happy with this performance today. I thought he was playing good. I thought he had a good game.
I think
he was carrying the ball well. He deserved the goal. Basically, when he scored, the first thing I said, you know what, well done. You deserve that. Even because it was messy. It was a deflection. But I said, because of the performance.
By the way, whoever said he's better than Isak, I don't know who said that. I heard it.
Who said that?
And someone said that. I don't know who said that. We have no idea who said that.
Whoa. Never said
I didn't say it, but I'll take responsibility.
Never said it. What I said, let's get all my context in there before we start pointing fingers. I said thus far, which is a nothing take, which is a nothing take because it means nothing.
That's why he added it at the end.
So far, he's a better signing. So far, I'm not telling you he is a better signing.
It's about who's even better player. Yeah,
I'm not telling you.
Let me tell you something. As of now, Liverpool got zero value for their money. It's just established this zero value for their money.
Right now, it's a better signing.
But do you think that Victor Gyokeres is going to end the season in a better place than Alexander Isak? That is the question.
I'll be honest. Yes, but due to circumstances as well, though.
What are the circumstances?
I think the circumstances, I think Liverpool will continue to have a lot of things to work out with the players that they've bought, plus Salah, plus work. I think they got a lot to work out, and I think he'll be what's the word? He'll be the victim.
Gyokeres will be in a winning team.
Gyokeres
won't be, and that's going to be a big difference on how people look at them at the end.
Isak is the better. Obviously,
we know Isak is a better striker than Gyokeres. That's fine. But in terms of how the season will end, in my opinion, the way it looks like Gyokeres will leave with the trophies, and then he would have done his job. And then from there we'll see.
But that's the point, though. Like Isak has more ability than Haaland, but Haaland's just going to have a better season.
Yeah,
don't move your face like that. Isak has more better.
Yeah, but Haaland is better than Isak in finishing.
Yeah, but if we're talking about ability
in box movement, but ability as a striker, ability, part of it is finishing, part of it is box movement. I believe that Haaland is better. I am thinking now, and based on what I have seen from Victor Gyokeres, and based on what I have seen from Isak, be honest. I'm being honest. Not this season. I'm not gonna analyze. Alexander Isak played 4 games in the league, started only 3.
And I'm buzzing with it.
I can't see what any part of Gyokeres' game overall that is better than Alexander Isak. I just can't. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe things can change. Maybe Alexander Isak was thriving in a team that had 50% ball position. And maybe he will flop at Liverpool. Maybe it will happen. But looking at it now, I don't know. Does anybody can sit here and pinpoint what aspect of Gyokeres' game is better than Alexander Isak?
None, bro.
I said Isak is a better striker than Gyokeres. I think that's
but there's loads of strikers that have a bunch of abilities, but can you put it in?
It's about what Gyokeres is doing for our team. That's what's important for us now. So I said it's not about his ability. It's about what he's bringing to us right now, which is
the only thing you need is goals, bro. You don't need anything else.
He's getting the goals.
You don't need anything else. You just need goals.
That's not true. Depending on the team. That's just not true.
No, for you, Arsenal.
No. Look in what football. Where's everyone's most potent forward players? Are they up front or are they on the wing?
It depends how they play, innit?
No, brother. That's not what I asked you. PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid, their better players are on the sides.
Would you take Isak or Gyokeres right now?
Didn't you buy it? Okay. But didn't you buy Gyokeres to get you
right now?
Yeah.
I think I would take Gyokeres right now.
If you ask me today, game week 8 in the Premier League, 3rd week in the Champions League, Isak have scored 0 goals. Gyokeres have scored 5 for Arsenal. And you ask Mo tomorrow, same price, who are you signing? I'm taking Alexander Isak.
You know,
I'm just gonna put it out there. I think anyone that says otherwise, right, are actually blinded by their love for their club and the player that plays for them.
Yeah. I think it depends.
I'm being completely honest. See,
I don't think anyone. I don't think most people would say. Most people say Isak anyway over Gyokeres.
If I'm trolling, I'll say Gyokeres.
That is my point.
Okay, but why?
If you love your player and you like your player, you would say yes. I'm gonna back my player, right? But if you remove your hat as a fan from a Liverpool or Man City or whatever, you would, in my opinion, Martin, go ahead. You want to counter.
Well, okay, it's 2 things. I think there's a little bit of overhyping going on with Isak because he was kind of like this fabled striker that everyone saw dribble around a couple of guys and was like, okay, he's going to do that for us every week. Reality is very different from what is capable of. And then he's not like holding the last line. He's not fighting with centre backs. He's not occupying players. He's standing there with his wang out half the time, going, "When's someone going to pass me the ball so that I can put it in?" Like I don't need that type of player right now. I need someone who's going to run till they're dead and fight everyone and get every tap in with off your hip or thigh or whatever. I don't care how ugly it is, but the Premier League's a brutal game, and I don't think Isak is going to be afforded any luxuries. And now everyone knows there's a target on his back. It's only going to get harder for him to score goals. When he was kind of unknown at Newcastle, he could get away with it, I think. But I don't think he's going to have anywhere near 20 goals for Liverpool by the end of the season.
He needs to show his hunger. It's like he shows hunger. Basically, Gyokeres has always been someone who people have not rated Gyokeres. He's had to do the Coventry to go to Sporting. People have passed him up, right? So he's someone who has a different level of just hunger. He's forcing his way to come to Arsenal because he wants to prove himself. You know, he knows he's maybe not got the natural talent of an Isak or Haaland, right? So he has to do more. And that's what that energy that actually matches with our team right now, because even our team, we've come close, but we're not doing enough, clearly, obviously, to get over the line. So someone like Gyokeres, his mentality is helping us drive, hopefully, forward. And this season, I said that's why I've got the belief as a fan for the first time properly that this year the team's becoming mature and they've had a few years of pain. And we don't need to even think about that. We're just now believing in actually our abilities and having that.
Well, full disclosure, like Mo knows this, I didn't want Gyokeres, right? But the only thing that turned me around with Gyokeres was his interviews and his mentality. This guy, like, he just doesn't care about anything else, like physically anything else except scoring goals. And that's what I've just been crying out for. Like, Havertz can do amazing step overs and link ups and do everything but put the ball in the net. But, like, I just need a guy that, like, lives, breathes, and dies like Haaland does, right? Like, that's all he cares about is just getting the ball in it, and no one's going to stop him. So I want him to, like, develop more to his game. Yes, and yeah, if he could be a bit more silky like Isak, that'd be great. But right now, I don't need silky, and it's about the puzzle pieces you're missing, not like the puzzle pieces you don't need for your puzzle right now.
Yeah, all the top strikers have to be nasty.
Like an elite mentality. Anyone can have an elite mentality and still be shocking, bro. That's that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Can you let him elaborate? Let him elaborate, please.
Bro,
don't say these and then just
look at this,
walk away.
Right.
Look at
Anthony. Anthony is the best example, bro. Anthony, he had the meme faces, bro. He always wanted to try and score and that, but he was shocking.
He didn't have mentality.
He didn't have mentality. I wouldn't say he had mentality. He hired a cameraman one time to take a picture of him celebrating. You know, like this is not someone with elite mentality.
Yeah, that was the first player that came to mind.
He wanted to try and score. He wants to try and score.
No, I mean, he just wants to score, like, I don't know, for like some Instagram reel. But I mean, like, when they ask Gyokeres about, do you know about the history of Arsenal? You know, all these fluff pieces when he was like doing his intro, and he's like, yeah, but I just want to score goals. They're like, do you know you're wearing Henry's number? He's like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm here to score goals. He gets a nice letter from Odegaard. He's like, well, that's great. Just give me some assists. Like, he has zero focus except scoring, and that's kind of what I need from my striker right now.
I think Gyokeres will be at his best when I think when I watch him now, I think what he's done at Sporting, like you'd see him on the ball a lot. I think he's gonna be best if he just kind of keeps things very simple, like he did today. Like, you get the ball, be a bounce pad, move it on. Don't turn around, don't do flicks, don't start dribbling. That's not going to be you for us.
I think you should have had another penalty today. He got absolutely.
Yeah, keep it simple and get into the areas, bro. That's all. Right?
Gail Clichy made a great point today. I was listening to Gail Clichy after the game. He said, "Listen, in the history of like Arsenal, right? It doesn't really matter sometimes." He's basically trying to say it doesn't matter the ability of the striker. If you play for Arsenal, more often than not, you're going to score goals because the way the team's set up. And I think now, because Gyokeres, you look at Gyokeres coming in, even though he's not been great for many games, but he's putting in that work rate, he's come out already with 5 goals, right? So it's not about you being the best. It's about you just applying yourself and putting yourself in the right position, and you'll find a way to score if you play for Arsenal Football Club, especially now. Even you see the likes of Zubimendi, the chances he's creating. I wasn't expecting this from Zubimendi. You know, before the season when we signed him, I thought he's just someone who's going to pass it side to side, tick it along. I'm seeing this guy winning the ball. I'm seeing him creating chances. I'm seeing him playing in, you know, people in behind. I'm just like, yo, this guy can do much more than I thought he was going to do. And I think, you know, everyone's focusing as well, obviously, on Gyokeres and him as the main signing. But some of the other signings, obviously, have now probably gone under the radar because of him. And that's again, and not maybe that's another good thing that Gyokeres has brought, because he's taking so much pressure and the limelight, and everyone else just doing their job. They're all calm. it's just Gyokeres who's getting the heat every single week. So yeah, it's
well, you know, as
interesting
Arsenal, man,
situation
like
for us.
they're going to find something to like focus with, right? And Gyokeres was the last thing that so they're going to have to find something else now.
It's not going to be Zubimendi because he's good.
And
It's just not going to be Zubimendi, bro.
yeah, and I think also another good thing for us as well, like we're playing football, but we're not. I'm watching us. We're winning games, but I feel like we've got more to give. Right, we're not, and even Arteta said it today. He's managing the team. He's managing the subs. You know, I think before our second goal, right, Lewis Skelly was going to come off. I don't know if you know. This is the only negative I had of the game, where it was Lewis Skelly, brilliant player when he gets the ball in the middle. You see what he can do, the way he can just drive with the ball and break teams just with his running power and his dribbling ability. But Atleti, they were targeting him because defensively, he's definitely not as strong as the other players. He's not a left back. He's a centre mid at the end of the day. And Arteta was about to take him off. Arteta was going to take him off for Calafiori because at that moment, that seemed like the sub. Then he did that assist.
I hear what you're saying.
Arteta could manage him.
I think to say Miles Skelly is like not a good defender, I think is a stretch. I think
he's the best one-on-one defender in the league. Like,
yeah, like, I think
Lewis Skelly.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly.
Bro,
No,
in
Have
his
you ever
run in
seen
the
anyone
game,
get past him?
bro, he put so many wingers in hell. I think it's crazy to say like they were. You can't pick on him because he is a lesser version of Timber at this point because Timber's just got a man's body. But Miles Lewis Skelly, for his size, is extremely strong, extremely physical, and I think people struggle to get chances on his side a lot. I think the only way you'll go, even aerially, like he's not exactly a complete weakness for Arsenal. But if you're going to target him, it's going to be that. Like I don't think you're going to go and start taking the piss out of Miles Lewis Skelly, and I don't think that's ever happened really.
But, no,
to be honest with you,
because
I like Miles Lewis Skelly. Can I say something that might rattle? I like Miles Lewis Skelly as a football player. I think he's brilliant. Last season, me and Martin, because we were doing shows, I kind of picked him as one of the best left backs, and like he's a fantastic football player. I just think his antics on the pitch are
I love him.
one of these like Kukurea level, Luis Suarez level, you know, Materazzi level, you know, these things. You are an Arsenal fan, and I know that you like it, but to me, he's kind of one of these Bernardo Silva, you know, these players that are like on the pitch, their antics are like, he's annoying.
But it's not every game. It's a situation. It's not all the time.
Here's another thing, though.
I know it works for your team, but when I'm watching the kid,
he did the Haaland silly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this is the thing, though, bro.
The Haaland thing for me, I actually was fully behind it. Same as when Gabriel did the Gyokeres thing, you know, when he mocked Gyokeres. I'm fully behind these things. If you are mocking me and you're talking about my mentality, if you're talking about my mentality and I score against you, I'm mocking you. I'm definitely. It's not about this. It's the pings, like the stuff that he does, falling down and play acting. Bernardo Kukurea. I'm not singling him out. It's the same.
No, I think he's a mature player, and I think he's just a mature player. I don't think he's got carried away.
That's why
I think the
media tried to play.
Guys, no, it's not the media. I'm talking for myself. I don't fucking watch the media.
Yeah, but I know. But I'm giving.
I'm not.
Just your opinion of.
I used to be one of these people. I used to be here. Used to be one of the people that say the king of dark arts on the pitch, right? I used to like nick ankles, you know what I mean? Fall down, win penalties, win free kicks, be annoying on the pitch. I was one of the most annoying people.
Really? Like, I'm pretty sure you're.
I was one of the most, bro. I'm just talking to my guys here when we were like having a game, and they used to say we used to fucking hate the shit out of you. We used to want to punch you after the games. They're my friends now because I play for their team. I dived. I did all of this dark arts shit, bro. I used to teach people how to hit foot and drag a foot behind. Anyway, this is what it was just a remark. But football ability, to be honest, his problem is fucking Calafiori is too good. Currently, that's the problem.
Yeah,
his future's in the midfield.
I didn't expect it
it's not yet.
You know, Miles Lewis Skelly was the only player to not be dribbled past last season to play for 15 more games. I don't think people understand how good he is defensively and against really good wingers like Salah and those guys. So
one-on-one, Lewis Skelly's really good. I think
not true. That's not
true.
That's not one-on-one. What do you mean one-on-one? Defending or going forward?
Even look at what he did to Salah. Was it last season?
No. He's talking about his defending or going forward.
He's talking about defending.
No. I said defending.
No, if you want to say defending one-on-one, you say Kukurea defending one-on, Timba one-on-one, not Lewis Skelly yet.
No,
it's too early.
No, I'm just giving you the stats, Mo. Like, he wasn't dribbled past by a single winger, not once.
He was very good. He's a very good defender, bro. You can't say he's not a good defender.
The only
He's
problem
good,
he
but
has
listen-
is a bit rash. He will go.
He's
for yellow
good.
cards and
He's
red
I think
cards.
he's rash. Didn't he get a red card? He's early in tackles. He needs experience. He's 18. Like, we need to remember this. He's
It's the
18 years old.
positioning
Yeah,
of him
but
playing left
for
back.
8-year-old,
He's not used to it because
Bro,
he's
if he
having to
wasn't
invert half the
18,
time.
If he was 23, he'd still be a very good player.
But I never said otherwise. Why
Yeah, but
are you
that's what I'm
making
saying. Like, I
this
think
up?
people say like, remember he's only 18, but
Yeah,
the
but
reason
that's
why he
he's rash. He's a little bit rash.
yes, but so is a lot of players who are a lot older. Like I think
He's just not
I think-
streetwise
I
to
think-
like win the
Yeah,
foul.
but people
Today he
with
was
Arsenal,
early on.
we never get the room to be a bit like shit houses. And I think because we're such shit houses now, it's just too much. It's people are overwhelmed by the shit housery. But we've never been shit. We've always been the
I'm gonna tell you something. I actually don't think that
Nice,
Arsenal are
nice,
shit
nice.
housery at all. This is another media narrative. You guys are not shit housery at all. I think Rice is innocent. I'm gonna tell you the innocent. I think Odegaard. I'm gonna tell you the innocent players, and you tell me otherwise, right? I think Odegaard is an innocent player. I think Rice is not a shit housery player. I'm gonna give you Rice. I'm gonna give you what a shit housery is. Shit housery is Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes. That's fucking shit housery level. You know what I mean?
I think everyone at Arsenal now has a fair bit of trolling.
I'm gonna tell you
I don't
who's shit
even
housery.
think Bruno.
Timber,
Bruno's not
I'm gonna
even
tell you,
shithousery.
Timber
know that?
shit housery, Gabriel
just
Saliba,
petulant.
very honest.
Bruno just loses his head, bro.
Yeah, Bruno just
Bruno's
petulant.
shit
He's
house.
not got any
I
shit.
think he's
house.
No.
Bernardo
Shit
Silva,
house.
100%.
Ben
Ben
White,
White
Ben
is
White.
shit house.
You know what? He
Ben
was.
White has it.
But Timber, for example, Timber is not about that. Like he's shit housey, but not that much actually.
No,
Timber
Timber's like
is
a street
a
baller.
strong
It's not-
defender.
it's not-
Comparing-
Gabriel is shit housery. I'm gonna tell you
who's
who's shit house. Gabriel is shit housery. Massive shit housery.
massive.
I think like massive shit housery.
That's
I
my
don't
dad.
think that Zubamendi is very honest on the pitch, passes the ball. He doesn't like
So that's
dive,
fair.
doesn't do these things.
Yeah, but
Nice
if you
guy.
have 5 shit houses on your team, I'd say you have a shit house team.
Well,
When you used to have Xhaka was considered a shit house, but like
He was a
anyone
big
who's
shit
watched
house.
Arsenal for 20 plus years will know. That.
Vardy, people say
did not-
Vardy, Joao Linton, Bruno Guimaraes is fucking shit housery at its best.
Newcastle have a shit house team.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Arsenal. Saka,
the biggest one.
Saka's an honest
Newcastle.
guy, you know what I mean? Honest. Like,
But you know
We
what?
used to be too honest.
If you look at
I
Saka,
hate the
Saka's
fact that we were so
he's getting a
honest.
bit of bite to him. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not the love.
Yes,
he used to.
yes.
He's getting that bite. And when he took that pen for me, I was like, yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Get him out the way.
That's what I want to see.
Look
That's
how
what I want
much
to
he
see.
was. Get
Fight for
off
it.
the pen. I was gassed when I saw that personally.
No, but you know what they do to us, Mo? They would foul us, and then they would chant "Same old Arsenal, always cheating" because we won some free kick, didn't break our player's leg or something. They're trolling us. It's
Yeah, exactly.
elite psychological warfare.
That's a Liverpool fan. That's maybe Ram.
That they
Maybe I
like
should
it.
have invited Ram because
You
Paz
should
had a lot to
McAllister,
say.
man.
You
We
should
got
have.
none of that in him.
Ram, it's not safe
None of
here.
that.
It's not safe here for you.
Martin,
Those are
that Saka penalty was his first 100 GA, bro. Maybe that's why he took it.
I know.
I think it was like his 200 game or something as well. Was it
Rami
200
Malek-
games?
Actually, this is what we need to
Saka's
talk
played a
about.
crazy amount of games.
Zubamendi is a sorcerer on the ball. That pass to Gyokeres was amazing.
Yeah, it is
Actually,
crazy.
Zubamendi, when people say that Zubamendi, I'm going to tell you guys the truth.
Zubi's crazy.
If Odegaard comes back and Eze and Odegaard has to play and he has to play a left winger, maybe Rice is the one that needs to be dropped.
No
Good luck with
chance.
that.
You can't play football without
Do you
Rice.
know what? I was
There's
talking
no
about
football
this
without
the
Rice.
other day, and it is a dark reality.
I'm gonna tell you why. Actually, we spoke about this with Jess. She knows Arsenal. Sometimes in when you play lesser oppositions at home, you might not need the athleticism of Rice. Like Gabriel, Timber, Saliba can actually handle the opposition's attack, even in transition. You might not need that. So Pep Guardiola used to do this. He used to play 2 Foden and Kevin De Bruyne ahead of Rodri. I'm like, yeah, we'll just control the whole game. You know, who cares if we get transition? Diaz and the rest of the guys at the Kyle Walker will deal with it. I don't have to play an extra guy that will fight in the middle. I don't have to. That's why. But
Rice isn't fight- he's not fighting though. He's not
But
just
someone
fighting.
said-
Rice is
someone
giving me
said,
everything.
but
Set pieces as well. I can't lose that. And
Zubamendi,
left
but I
wing.
gotta say, I said that Zubamendi. Okay, I'm gonna say just actually quote Martin here. Me and Martin actually spoke about Zubamendi changing the way Arsenal play. When people told us that Thomas Partey is a better player, I said no. It's very obvious.
He's a different player. He's a different.
No, I still
player.
think Party was better.
Party's a
I
different
just want to apologize to Atletico Madrid for not giving them hot water in the showers. I feel like that's left them at a disadvantage.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
Shit
no,
house story. And when I heard
It
that
was an
story,
accident.
I think it was Berta.
Accident.
Andrea Berta went in there and cut the
He
pipe.
turned off the
Whoever
boiler.
did
When that was an
it,
accident, when they said
they're
that.
my guy. Whoever
No way
did
they
that,
did that on purpose.
that guy for life.
But Zubamendi, how do you compare Zubamendi to the other DMs? How do you compare Zubamendi to the likes of Frankie de
won't
Jong,
do it.
to
They won't do it.
Caicedo,
They won't.
to... He's not there. He's not up there.
The people,
I don't even know how.
conversation
It's
because
hard to analyze.
But the reality is, he is right there because he is like you can't say he's not good defensively, and you cannot say he's not great on the ball. You can't say.
I understand why Real Madrid and Bayern wanted him now. I'll be honest.
Everyone wanted him.
Liverpool. I didn't understand why everyone wanted him. Now, the more he's playing, I'm starting to understand because it's not just that he's controlling the game. It's his decision making, the calmness he brings is mad right now. He's doing,
and he can do like
because
this
I
double
didn't
pivot
expect
thing
this
on his
from him.
own sometimes. Like
Yeah,
he just-
Frankie de Jong is better on the ball, for example, but he's way worse off of it. Like there's a lot of players that are maybe better at something than Zubamendi, but all around, like you struggle.
Frankie is ball carrying.
I agree with
carrying
you.
is top,
I agree with you when it comes to the whole Frankie de Jong thing, but I don't know, Zubamendi. I still think his recovery pace and maybe defensively, but like on the ball, and I think he's good. I think he's good.
But that's what he surprised me with. Like even today, he did like a few tackles, like winning the ball back, starting
the
counterattacks.
interception he saved right.
No, I still don't think like defensively, like I'm not 100% convinced, but like on the ball, and I think he's good, isn't it?
I think that's because of the way he looks. I'm not even gonna lie, because even if you look at the stats right after the game and you see the amount of headers and duels he's won, it's always
he's a
really,
scrappy,
really high.
scrappy
It's
guy.
weird, yeah. He wins.
People don't realize it because of the way
I think he looks better when you have more of the ball. Like when you just have most of the ball. I think he has more time and he does. I think I see him do more. Like I think when you got hit on the counters and stuff like that, I don't think he's as good defensively like a Declan Rice or something. Do you get it? That's not me saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's bad. I think him on the ball and going forward, and I think like controlling the tempo, and I think he's really good at that.
But what he really lets us do is like if we don't need him to sit back and defend, he can join up with the attack and maraud around the edge of the box. If we need to defend, he's back there, and he's actually surprisingly good at it. So I don't know. He's a bit of a jack of all trades, but I think he's shown that he's got the Jorginho to him, and he's got a little bit of like the Rice or Party when he needs to like break up play. So I'm pretty happy with him all around.
He feels more
I
reliable.
just checked the stats versus Moises Caicedo only in the Premier League, by the way. 8 games. Both of them played like no. Just anyway, I'm just checking something else. Let me continue. I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, keep checking. Now, honestly, I think Zubamendi. Yeah, as I said, defensively,
I'm trying to check.
He's giving me more calm than even Partey, because sometimes Partey, he would play good for like 70 minutes and then there's something crazy that happens. Always, even recently.
Partey's a ball carrier though. Like he's like what Zubamendi can't do is that Partey can win the ball and take it all the way to the other 18-yard box. Zubamendi, that's not what he's gonna do. But I think Partey is not really that is not really an attribute we necessarily.
Wow.
I think they're different. I think it's
Partey. Listen, yeah. Partey was different. He was playing right back at one point. I think when he was in Almeria, he was playing even for Atleti. He was playing right back sometimes. He played box to box. He was not like Zubamendi. He's always been playing that 6.
Partey is crazy. I think people to say that Partey is like that wasn't a top midfielder in the world. That is mental to me.
No, he was. When you signed him, I remember.
I think like most of his time when he was fit and playing, you get into most teams in the world.
It's actually crazy, guys. In the passing thing and the number of touches per game, they are exactly the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Moises Caicedo like kind of like triples the number of tackles and stuff like this, like or doubles or more.
Imagine Caicedo's job is harder probably as well because of I'd imagine doing more for Chelsea than Zubamendi maybe has to do.
But what is the? I would like to see the stats.
I know why. You guys know why, right?
The turnover ratio.
It's not only you guys. There's a very easy explanation for it. Arsenal are a team that don't take a lot of risks, so you don't lose the ball often. There's not a lot of transitions, right? Yeah. The position stat might look similar for both teams, 60-something% versus 60-something%. But Chelsea wingers and Chelsea forwards like Palmer, like Pedro, like Neto, they are risk takers. So he tries to dribble, it hits the defender. Now it's a transition. Now Caicedo needs to tackle, intercept to get the ball back. Arsenal don't take a lot of risks. When Arsenal lose the ball, by the way, it's either a corner or a goal kick. Like Arsenal don't lose the ball in the outfield play. Like you won't see Arsenal passing the ball wrong and it's a transition on them. That doesn't happen.
That's the point.
You know what I mean? That's why you need to look at not only the tackles completed, you got to look at the tackles attempted. That's why Caicedo attempts way more tackles, way more trying to intercept. Because why? Chelsea risk takers. But that's something that is Arsenal.
That's not enough, Mo, though. That's also not enough. I think people will look at like stats. I'm not going to give you the entire picture. Sometimes you got to watch the game. And like, for example, there's a lot
but
of
the stats match my eyes. The stats match my eyes.
For sure.
Like, but I actually think that's something taken against Arsenal sometimes, is that Arsenal don't have a lot of players that take that many risks. The wingers don't take. You guys like to keep the ball more. And that's when people say Arsenal play it safe. You won't play that risky cross. You won't play that risky pass. You like to keep the ball more. Right? That's why Arsenal have the most touches in the final third.
That's the point, though.
That's taken against Arsenal, by the way. A lot of pundits say that that's boring to watch, which is, I've said that.
Not boring for me.
All top teams that keep control are boring to watch.
100%.
I haven't seen one that isn't boring to watch. People like, Barcelona played it. Like, if you watch the full 90, bro, there's at least 20 minutes.
You'll be like, it's pass to death. Will bore you to death with passing. Barcelona.
Barcelona used to play this like massively quick, like and break it.
Barcelona would have 3 minutes of moments, and then the next 87 minutes fucking knocking it around.
But when Arteta and Arsenal do it, I mean, this is the first time in God knows since we've controlled games. Now we're boring.
You're 100. That's what I tell people. But people conflate this with being defensive. Me and Martin fight.
Yeah, it's mental.
For the last year, people say
I think
that
it's very
defensive.
attacking. I don't know if you guys know.
It is boring, though. I do agree. It is boring. Like, I don't enjoy watching like Man City or even certain Barcelona teams or even this.
I don't.
I've always enjoyed watching Barcelona, to be honest. Even if you guys find
the difference between Barcelona and to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you what. You didn't need to watch the Barcelona full 90. You could have watched the highlights and you'll get all the moments in the game, and you would not have missed anything. It's great moments, fantastic dribbles and stuff, and fantastic goals. But otherwise, the rest of the 90 minutes, it's a team knocking it around for like 100 passes before it reaches.
It's interesting actually. You've got to get the opposition to come out to you, right? Or you've got to
100%.
You're frustrating them into giving you gaps.
I'm gonna tell you guys, Inter under Simone Inzaghi, we used to complete, I think, like 600 to 700 passes a game, and it was just boring. And sometimes the three center backs will touch the ball 100 times. Because we just fucking pass it until you come out, which is what Martin is saying. You come out. Why do I have to give you the ball? I don't have to give you the ball. You just come out.
Wait, who would you prefer to watch, Real Madrid in general or Barcelona? So for me, I said if I had the choice, I'm always watching Barcelona.
Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm watching. I'm watching Cristiano trying to shoot from 4 yards. I'm watching fucking Bale trying to shoot. I'm watching Modric trying to do shit out of nowhere. I'm watching, bro. To be honest with you, as a neutral, you always like to watch the risk takers because it's more entertaining. Because it's an end-to-end, it's more entertaining.
I like that question. It makes me understand.
Arsenal,
like if it's my team, I would fucking like to have the ball 90 minutes. I don't fucking mind.
Because all I care about is shit house at the end of the year. But if I'm talking about from an unbiased perspective, like
that's why when I said Pep ruined football, people never believed me. When I said Pep Guardiola ruined football for the neutrals,
I've been saying oh my God, Mo! I've been saying this.
Pep's Man City is different with Barcelona.
I swear to God, I've been saying it.
No. Since it's Barcelona, I'm being serious. Since Barcelona, Pep Guardiola style of play is the best in the history to win leagues. The best. Nobody comes close.
With the right players.
Of course, because he only coached top teams: Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man City.
Yeah.
But his style is the best. His style is the best.
He doesn't use it anymore.
But it ruined ball.
It ruined the entertainment. Like the older people, Martin, older people that watch the 2000s, when Chelsea used to play Man United and you're fucking watching the game, you can't take your eyes off the game. There is there is no useless passes that happen.
The highlights used to be
Arsenal. I remember, bro. 2002, 2000, fucking Ljungberg and Robert Perez getting the ball. They're on the bike, bro. They're fucking on the bike.
Yeah, but I also saw some.
That's different English.
I saw some stuff the other day, and it was like the ball was like headed one side to the other, and then someone lumped it into the other one's box, and they lumped it back in the other one. It like turned into slide tackles in the mud. Yeah. People have a very rosy picture of what it used to be like, but like I don't think it's any more boring or anything these days. I think that's just what they can say to us.
I disagree, man.
That's how they make us look bad.
People like I don't think the game of football.
No, Martin, but it's different for the neutral. If I'm watching center backs and full backs and winger passing it around 100 times, for me, there's nothing happening. I can go get water. I can make coffee. You know, it's not like,
are you not watching what they're trying to do? Like, are you not watching the chess pieces move? Are you not appreciating the genius of moving the opposition where you want them to go?
I hear that. That's a very good argument. That's a very, very good argument because it's, you know what? It's harder to do than actually. Okay, to be honest with you, that brand of football is much harder to make with 11 players than actually getting the ball to a winger and telling the winger take a risk and try to dribble. It's much harder. It's much harder to do. I know what you mean, Martin. As a coach and as someone that watches the game, I'm like, I know this shit is hard as fuck to move everyone around. Like that's what Pep Guardiola used to say. He used to say it takes hours of training to get all the pieces in the right places for us to create that thing that you see on TV or that you watch in the stadium. It's hard.
My counter argument to that is, like you say, like, are you not enjoying watching the chess pieces? Chess is most entertaining when it's an equal matchup. You're watching chess masters play against me week in, week out. That is, to me, that's not an equal entertaining game. For me, like let's even go 2008 and like the 2000s. You're talking about a game where everyone had a chance to score goals. And even though like they say there's more goals scored now, like what goals are we seeing though? Like match of the day or the highlights of these games, you can catch a game. The highlights might be 15 minutes. Now you can cram highlights into a 3-minute video because only 5 things happened in the game. And to me, as a
would you watch rather Klopp or Pep Guardiola's team? Pep Guardiola won way more.
Yeah, as a neutral, I'm watching Dortmund's Klopp. I'm watching Dortmund.
Supposed to be
I'm watching Liverpool's club, but that doesn't take away from Pep's genius of changing the game. Did he change it for the better? I don't know.
No, I didn't. Pep had rose-tinted glasses. This like naughty stuff. Like you had a better team and you had a worse team, and the better team would win the same amount of times as they are now.
But the product was more entertaining, though.
I think it's very tenuous to say that because
the game was open though. Arsenal playing like
wasn't more goals, there wasn't more shots. There was just more like hoofing it.
Yes, but there is more moments of duels. There's way more duels. There's way more opportunities for people to attack because both teams are thinking about going forward. They're not thinking about remaining in control. They're thinking about how can they expose the other team.
I think it just used to be more individually driven talent would score you a goal, and now it's more team-based, and it's very harder to enjoy a team-based goal. What was it? It was Argentina that scored that goal, Cambiasso or something, that took 36 passes to put it in the goal.
Yeah, but that's passes with intent going forward.
Everyone was like, this is the best goal ever scored in the history of football, and it sent us on this path of like more passes to goal equals good. So let's everyone get a touch, Everyone get a touch.
Last point so we can end the show.
If it's vertical, like what Arsenal, like that Norwich goal, for example, that's vertical passing. Like now, passes are way less vertical than what they used to be. They're side to side.
Well, I think everything's changing right now. Like Pep's changed the way he plays. He's playing direct to Haaland. And I think pressing is a thing that's actually died. People haven't realized that pressing has kind of just become a secondary thing now when it was Liverpool's number one trait.
Because Martin, because players got better in bypassing that press, and it's too much risk.
If you're a really good pressing team, the only team that could beat you was Man City or something like that. Like there was only 2 teams that could live with Liverpool's high press, for example. Right?
Mourinho said that back in the days when we played Barcelona and Inter. He said the thing about Pep Guardiola is that if you have one good passer that can bypass the 6-7 players that press, you're in for a 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 at the back, right? The problem is, he's saying there is not a lot of teams in the world that have that quality to bypass Pep Guardiola's Barcelona press. That happens with City as well, right? But now, more teams have more quality. Like the Bournemouth have quality, like the Palace have quality. Everyone has quality that when they make that pass happen, you're in for an attack, right? It's happening now. We get center backs now trying to play from the back because they want to bypass the press.
The centre backs have the ball way too much, But lastly, as a closing question, from let's say if we're going post 2010 to pre 2010, you would have so many more different styles and approaches to the game from different managers, different players, different teams. Now It's basically who can be the best Pep or who can be. Like, it got to a point where it was who could be the best Klopp or who could be the best Pep across the entire world. So for me, do I want to keep watching? You're basically watching the same product over and over and over again. Whereas before, like you would see a defensive team, you would see a pressing team, you would see a fluid team. Like you would see so much different products in a league. Whereas now, everyone basically plays 2 or 3 ways tops. Like, for me,
that's why Arteta's changing the game. Arteta's bringing in a bit of the old and the new and mixing it together.
For me, that's a regressing product. If there's less things that can be effective due to this one OP thing, like this thing
What's
is
the
so
OP thing
overpowered. Pardon?
The 4-3-3 basically. That's 4-3-3. You can't go back to 4-4-2. No one wants to play. No one can play a 4-4-2.
No one plays Pep ball anymore. No one's like trying to hold the ball and do 1,000 passes.
The top teams are
Arsenal.
No, like
the top
I
teams.
don't think. I mean, we're the closest to doing Pep ball.
Only Arsenal doing that.
One of the teams now, like you have the ball, and then I'll
name me 5 teams. Name me 5 teams that play differently in the Premier.
I'm gonna tell you. Number 1, Paris Saint-Germain. Get it to the.
That's not in the Premier.
Huh?
Prem only.
What am I? There's only fucking 20 teams in the Prem. What do you mean?
Okay. Give me the 5 across the world. I'd love to hear them.
Like I'm talking the top teams, right?
Yeah.
Paris Saint-Germain, very direct. Give it to the winger, try to work. City kind do the same now. Give it to Savinho or Doku and try to work 1-on-1. That's what they do currently. Arsenal play controlled football, which is keep possession, right? Until you find the opening.
No, but we're also not.
But we can switch it up. We don't just play one way Arsenal. That's the thing. We don't just play.
We're happy to be without
but the overarching idea of Arsenal is control. Like,
yeah, but every big team wants to control the ball. Every big team
that's not true.
plays with the idea to control the ball.
I'm going to tell you, for example,
Barca.
Liverpool, I can't judge Liverpool last season, but this season. Liverpool last season was all about isolation, long diagonals. That's why you watch the stats and you watch their games with a lot of diagonal balls from McAllister, from Van Dijk, from Trent, to isolate the winger, but with a long ball, not with playing the ball, passes to actually get the winger to work in tight spaces. So they needed big spaces. So Gakpo used to have 20 yards to run into. Salah used to have that. That's what they used to work. There's a lot of, this is actually stuff that coaches say that big diagonals create 20 yards for you to work with, right? For sure, working to the line.
I don't think they're the only people that were doing that though.
I'm not saying that they're only. I'm giving you 5 different. I'm giving you 5 different styles of playing football. I've given you 5 different styles.
I like this comment by Total Eclipse.
I don't think Liverpool are that far away from the Prem.
From what?
Brighton,
Absolutely. Liverpool last season were way far. PSG used to work it on the ground, passes to get the winger on the ball, which is the Kvaratskhelia, the Desiree Dewi, the Dembele.
I'll give you that.
Liverpool were more of diagonal balls, right?
I'll give you those.
Inter, for example, the 3-5-2, we used to post Thuram and Lautaro in the 18. So actually pin the opposition and have Thuram or Lautaro receive it in the 18. That's why we relied so much on the physicality. That's the 3-5-2. That's the teams that have position with 3-5-2s.
To be fair, though, you've gone and named I think every team you've named is in a different league. And if you're looking at each league as a whole, and I was, if I'm honest, way more talking about the Prem as a regressing entertainment product, I don't think there is enough diversity in application to the game. I just don't think.
Do you think?
I just genuinely don't
think. Everton.
I actually, you can say that Hosler with Brighton plays so vertical that I have never seen in my life someone play that many vertical passes. Mm-hmm. I've never seen someone in my life that plays 30-yard vertical passes that many times in a game. I've never seen that in my life.
Wenger used to do it a lot, actually.
No, from a center back to a forward or a midfielder dropping 30 yards, that is, I've never seen this, bro. I've never in my life seen it, to be honest with you. So Bournemouth, for example, I can't pinpoint what Iraola plays. I can't.
Yeah, very adapt.
Like, I have no idea. Sometimes they have position, sometimes they sit deep, sometimes they hit on the counter. I don't know.
You have to be very pedantic about the way they play in order to diversify these teams, though. Whereas I think,
remember, I do watch Bournemouth every week. I watch Bournemouth when they play a Big Six, or they play Crystal Palace, or they play Fulham. I'm not gonna sit down and watch Bournemouth play Leeds, for example. Last time played,
even like Fulham, even Fulham's another shout. Fulham play their own.
I'm not.
Kind of switched it up a little bit. But
Well, no
they
one
get
Why
knows
rid
we,
of
what
everyone
why
as
we
well.
did, why,
Bro,
what
sir,
happened? Why are we
a lot of them
discussing
offering-
this? Why are we discussing
No, we're just
A
talking
lot
about
of
different
these
stuff
guys-
because I
Football.
think football right now, to be honest, right, especially the Premier League. I don't the other leagues, whatever, but the Premier League itself, it's never been this strong in terms of the diversity from the top to the bottom.
disagree,
I don't
man.
think the Premier League's ever been this strong. Back in the day, listen,
100%.
the
No,
Man United,
2004.
Man United,
I couldn't disagree more.
2005. Okay, let me just tell you. I think the time that the Premier League was the strongest in terms of the competition, 2008, 2017, when every year there's a new team winning it. Every team. Chelsea won it, Leicester won it, Man City won it, Man United won it. You know, that,
Are you
in my
talking about
opinion.
the top of the league
I
being the
remember
strength
when
or the
it- when,
bottom
like,
of the
the
league?
top-
Because
yeah, because I'm talking about the whole league. I'm talking about
we're
the whole
talking
league.
about all
Guys,
the
by the
leagues.
way,
Sorry, go on.
go
I
ahead,
just
Martin.
mean like there's never been a point in history when the Premier League has been this stacked compared to every other league in the world as far as being able, like Sunderland can go and buy
Because the
spend
money
more
is
than the Serie A,
Super
right?
League. It's
So
a Super League, basically.
the crap teams are now not so crap, and there's no easy game left in the Prem like than it used to be. Like, oh, when we used to get to play Norwich, and I knew it was going to be like a 5-0 every time. That was great.
Amana,
But, like,
actually, Martin is correct
I hear
here.
that.
If Crystal Palace had at some point a player that Bayern Munich is like wanting and Chelsea want and everyone wants, if they have arguably one of the France's starting strikers in the coming Crystal Palace, we're talking about. If Crystal Palace have England #1 centre back, you know what I mean? Yeah, I hear it. If Bournemouth have one of the
Even Jeremy
currently-
Pino, Man City wanted him a few years ago.
There's two ways to look at
Enjoy
that. You're saying like there's no easy games, and like the argument for is the Premier League more competitive is the top teams are getting the most points ever now. Like all of the points record has been broke the most
because
recently.
the top teams
But that's
actually
that's
are
better.
getting
Then you
way
can't-
stronger,
yeah,
bro.
but then can you say it's more competitive now?
Bro, I'm
if-
gonna tell you something. Aston Villa could have easily won the game against PSG last season. Easily. If Donnarumma missed one of these saves. Aston Villa.
Yeah, but I don't think it's more competitive now. And I think the best way to determine that is how close were the teams in points. And I think now, like
that's one
but
way to
that's-
look at
that-
it.
Martin explained it. He said competitiveness between the teams is different than how the league is strong in comparison with others. Sunderland can go and poach Bayern Leverkusen players or Frankfurt players. A team that is promoted can go and buy a player from La Liga's top 5.
My argument is about Premier League as a product being at its most competitive. The way things are, like by definition, it being more competitive would mean everyone is closer in points. That is more competitive because the bigger teams aren't running away with the league. But every year, the top 2 or 3 teams are gone. Like,
But you can't. But we can't predict before the season 100% the top 4. Back in day, we could say Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Chelsea. That's top 4, whatever order. That's going to be the top 4. And then it'll be Everton. Everton will be miles away 5th.
The Everton Cup, yeah.
Now-
the Everton Cup.
yeah.
If Everton gets
And the
5th,
rest.
the Everton Cup.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
that.
Now you got Newcastle, you got Villa, you got Tottenham, you've got how many Bournemouth? You've got
I'm not sure I
Brighton.
agree.
Man United and
all of
Spurs
these
finished
teams,
17th
Because you had,
and
actually get
15th.
I see why I disagree because you had a lot of
Bro,
teams like, in the early
17s
2000s.
and 15s reached the Europa League final, bro. That's how
Yeah,
deep
I can't
it is,
predict.
bro.
I can't predict the top 6 every season.
Yeah, but
I literally
the
can't
top
predict.
4 would change every year in the Premier League. In the
Bro,
early-
Man United smacked Athletic Bilbao 7.
you had
15.
you had Leeds, you had loads of different teams that would just run in and out of the top 4.
Anyway, listen, we cannot stay here forever. I want to thank everyone that joined us.
Wait. One last question. Are set pieces sustainable for Arsenal?
Yeah.
To an
Yeah.
extent.
Come on, yeah, come on.
To an
It's
extent.
been doing it for like 3
By the
years.
way,
This is going to be the next
I'm gonna-
narrative.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something crazy. There is a new narrative that is gonna run. The Arsenal only score from set pieces. By the way,
It's my favorite.
I love it.
only score
I
from
love
set
it.
pieces.
Inject it in our
Favorite
veins.
one. It's my favorite.
Inject it. Inject it.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna watch it now. People are gonna start saying that Arsenal don't do anything in the game other than set pieces. That's it.
The Fulham game for me was so beautiful. Oh, that one.
Yeah,
I was so happy after the game.
every time we
Oh,
win
that-
1-0 by set piece. Oh man.
Oh, that goal. Oh, if I could do that game every game, I'll do it. I'd pay money for that game every game.
No, I want to thank everyone that joined us, guys. Thank you so much for being Dylan channel in the description, MCFC Fan TV, of course, in the description. Bilal channel is the Arsenal Art. Paz, the creator and Yasser TV. They're all in the description, guys, if you guys want to support. I want to thank everyone. Hit that like button, guys. We haven't reached the target, so we are not on 500 likes, which is absolutely a shame. Thank you for everyone watching us. You guys can get us at least to 400 before we end the show. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to check out OK Jersey. Guys, check out OK Jersey right here underneath me, right here, guys. Check out okjersey.com. Quality football shirts, £15 or sometimes more, depending on the club and the actual vintage or not. Check them out. Scan the QR code. Support the channel as well. And we're out of here, people.